All right, so down the hall, 40 feet. Looks like the corridor goes to the east, and the corridor, oh, I'm sorry, the corridor goes north and south. To the north,
Thinking north first, maybe?
20 feet to the north, there's a door. And all the way down to the south, which you can see, which is about 60 feet just within dark vision range for Dag, you can see another door. Door 20 feet to the north.
North. Let's do
Door,
north there.
door 60 feet down to the south.
We'll
Garkin, you need a
north.
bio? You guys want to take a really quick bio? Wow, it's already 12 o'clock. Yeah, let's take a 10-minute break. We'll come back at 12:10. How about that? All right, gentlemen. So what do you guys want to do? You want to open up this door to the north, I think you said?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Let's open this thing up. Drum roll. This is an interesting room as you open up the door. And the look of the actual map itself is a little deceiving because of the whole XY axis. So as you walk into the room, you notice that there is water floating in the room. Literally, a river of water is flowing through this room, and it's floating. I mean, it is literally floating. And there's a hole on the western wall that's about 2 feet off of the floor. And this water is flowing to another hole in the northeast corner of the room. And the water is looks like it's about 3 feet deep or so.
Too bad that wish spell doesn't work.
Yeah. And you can see that there's some fish floating around that's being carried along the
We need to
current.
bring the vampire down here and stick him underneath the water.
That's why I send the wish spell.
Now you also notice that there are 6 canoes also that are in this room that are on the floor. And like I said, this water is flowing from left to right, from the west wall to the northeast wall. And the water is floating. It's like a 3-foot cylinder of water that's flowing. And like I said, you can see fish and stuff floating in it as well.
How high is the room?
The ceiling is about 15 feet. But the holes in the walls, they're about 6 feet in diameter.
Oh. Okay.
So what do you guys think?
We had that big metal stopped it up.
I'm sorry, dragging a canoe.
You can pick the canoes up. They're not attached or chained to the wall or anything.
Come on, guys, let's be fun. Let's do this.
I like how Garkin's
It's like a
outside
water
of the room.
park.
So
sounds like Z's is here.
Yeah.
I mean, we could check the room to this. Like, we could check south before we go on this little water adventure.
Good.
Dave, my token has disappeared, gone to green, and I have no idea where it is. There's like 3 green tokens and DAG on the screen. I don't.
Yeah, it sounds like it's a connection issue. I will
It could be.
another token there for you. Can you see that token now?
I can, and then I just copied the I think it's a map error or something.
Okay, I guess we can go to the south entrance, the south door first.
I'm just saying, then we just come back here and we go on a little trip.
I just like the idea of a water ride. It'd be kind of fun.
No, it certainly would be, but I don't know if we'll, who knows where we're going and if we can get back.
You can also go down to the south if you want to. I mean, Elias does bring up a valid point. You do have the chamber to the south also. Well, the door to the south.
Let's go that way first. I'll acquiesce.
Totally up to you guys, though.
Carrying
I'm
myself
just-
I'm just
slowly
being
down
the
the
mediator.
hallway.
We'll come back and do it.
Kind of sulking
where
as
does
I
that
walk down the hall.
where does that water go? That's the whole thing, you know.
That's what I'm worried about. You go in the water, it could be a fun ride, but it might take us away from here.
And right to a vampire.
That's what I'm thinking.
Oh,
I'd rather
yeah.
let's try to clean this out.
Because you know I want to get you right back to that damn vampire. You know I want to. Okay, so you guys open up the door, and something is absolutely weird in this room also. Not only to the north is it weird, but actually to the south it's even more weird. So I'm going to share you guys the new map. And this is it's actually a beautiful room, but it's actually really odd also. And this is a terraced aquarium room. So as you come into the room, you're kind of looking out and down to this enormous chamber that's terraced. And it's defined by steps that ring the entire area. So you could see that this is a water area in front of you. Now I have an image that I want to show you guys what this place looks like too, which is pretty awesome.
Nice.
Yeah, it is. It is really nice. So the first area that you guys can see here is water. All right, and there's 10 feet, pretty much 10 feet of water, pretty much. And inside of this, there are some occupants. There are 6 giant crayfish that are swimming around in random locations here in this first top part of the terraced aquarium. And then the next layer, so it's like a reverse pyramid, basically, is what it looks like. And the second level of the aquarium is empty with no water. And it has like a sort of like a desert type of environment. And inside of this second tier of the aquarium, there's dirt and rocks and some cactuses and some tumbleweeds moving around. And you see a bunch of scorpions. You see 6 giant scorpions. And then down in the terrace below that, there is another water aquarium. And in this part of the aquarium, as you can see, there's some sea lions, and it looks like there's 4 sea lions or so. And then all the way at the very bottom, in the 4th and final tier, you can see that there are some pretty weird creatures down there that actually look like this. And I should have an image, which I do. So it looks like these. There's 3 of them down there. But the image shows that they have wings. These manticores down there, they don't have any wings. It looks like their wings have been clipped. So there's manticores at the very bottom. The tier right up above that is an aquarium full of 4 sea lions. The aquarium that's up above that, terraced, is a desert scene with 6 giant scorpions. And the aquarium that you guys are looking at right there in front of you, has 6 giant crayfish. And like I said, it's like a reverse pyramid. Now, everybody give me a perception check also while you guys are kind of taking a gander at this thing. And here's in relative to where you guys are at. This is pretty much where all of the creatures are. Pretty cool, huh?
Actually, I don't see that map. Can you try unmasking it again?
Yeah, it's not even masked.
All right, it's not. That one's not loading for me. The picture's loaded, but that one's not.
Hmm.
Oh, the
Did it
creatures
show up?
just appeared. The creatures just appeared.
Oh, weird. I think your connection could be trolling you a little bit tonight, Garkin.
Yeah, again.
They just don't offer anything out there, huh?
No, I got the best I got, and I haven't checked, but two teenagers in the house, and although
Watching porn and stuff like that. Yeah, I gotcha.
uh,
No, I'm
actually,
just kidding.
their connection should be shut off by this time, but there's other stuff in the house too that's probably using it.
Yeah. Oh man.
Hey, Dave, any
Yes.
chance? I mean, do I see anything? Can I see across this room?
I'll tell you what, Elias, you can see down at the bottom in that bottom pit where the manticores are. You can see a door at the opposite end. So over here, you can see the door where this manticore is. There's a door right there. That was what the perception check was for.
I'll
now,
point it out. So, well, there's
Okay.
that all the way down there. I don't know if it's worth fighting all this.
So I mean, each one of these are kind of they're tiered off. So it just depends on what you guys want to do. How inventive you could get. I don't know if you want to get to that door or not. I mean, glass does break too. I mean, it's totally up to you though.
We want to drown the manticores.
Yeah, they can't fly.
The scorpions.
They can't fly. That's for sure.
All right. Well, while I'm loading, I asked the other ones, do you guys want me to blast one of the top glass pieces with a magic missile and just drown everything below it?
Well, that'll cut off access to that door. So if no one cares about going to the door, yes.
I mean, we have a potion of water breathing.
I could fireball those 3 manticores. They can't get out. They're stuck. It's an easy kill.
And Dag, to answer your question there, Dag, everything, there's these little aquariums that are kind of, see in the image how it has these little aquariums that are spaced out about every 10 or 15 feet. Yeah. those are aquariums. And okay. They're just small little aquariums that are kind of just set into the wall.
Okay.
But yeah, these crayfish, they're coming up to the side, just like it shows in the image here. And these things are kind of clicking its claws. It's not like they're trying to jump out and attack you or anything. It looks like they're just kind of clicking their claws at you. Why don't you guys give me a perception check? Or actually give me an insight check. I think this would fall under insight.
My rolling is awful tonight.
Are you back in, Jay?
Yeah, but not to the point where I can open my character sheet up yet.
No problem. I'll do an insight check for you.
Thanks.
Yeah, no problem.
I mean, if I could cast guidance on myself for help, that would be. But if this is like just a spur of the moment thing, then yeah.
Yeah, I'll put guidance on there. I just got to find it because you got a ton of stuff going on.
It'll be all the way at the bottom with the cleric spells.
Okay. Yeah, there it is. All right, so I'll do your check now. Wow, not too bad. 25 isn't too bad. I would say that, yeah, these things look like they want to be fed. That's what it looks like. Because they are all coming up to the side of the tank. Looks like they're clicking their cute little claws at you. Well, they're not cute little claws. These things are giant crayfish. So yeah, that cute little claw would probably hurt.
So theoretically, if we did bust the aquarium open, they would go feed on what's below them, right?
They would, yeah. I mean, the water would fall down into the terrace below, and that's a dry terrace. So I mean, yeah.
I'm gonna fire a firebolt at the aquarium on the top tier.
Okay, you can roll damage.
Do I roll to hit?
No, I'm not gonna make you roll to hit. I mean, it's kind of pointless to do that. Okay, so as the firebolt hits the glass, it spiderwebs and puts a big crack in it, and some of the water starts kind of pouring out of it. I mean, it doesn't, but it looks like you definitely did damage the glass, that's for sure.
And that's on the inside, not
That's
on
on
our
the
side, but on
inside,
the
yeah.
inside of the aquarium on their end.
Yeah, make a little pointer as to whereabouts you wanted to shoot the firebolt. Oh, look at all those creatures. Isn't that awesome? I should just make that water dry up and everything just attack you. I should. Roll initiative. No, I'm just kidding. That's what Garkin wants. Garkin's like, I just want to get in there and smash some skulls.
I want to try that hammer out.
Yeah. Yeah, you can hit the, well, let's see. I would say you'd have to hit the aquarium over here or over on the opposite side.
Oh, I wasn't thinking on the glass. I'll wait until something attacks me to use that hammer we got from the vampire.
Oh, I was talking about Dagrich catching Dag throwing the firebolt at the glass, and he hit for 13 damage. But yeah, I would have to say you would have to hit one of the visible parts, unless you walked around to like this side and then fired back to where where you're at. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it just depends on where you want to walk. And like I said, the path is clear. There's none of that nice, transparent, clear, slippery stuff or anything on like that on it. So yeah. But yeah, if you want to fire at that point there, yeah, you just move over to one of the flanks and bam, you know, the glass cracks, the giant crayfish, they kind of scatter throughout the tank, and water is coming out of the cracks of the tank.
Hit it again, I say.
Kill it some mo.
Kill it some mo.
Going for it.
Okay, so you do the second firebolt. It didn't have that many hit points left, and the glass shatters in that spot, and probably about a 10-foot wide hole, just kind of all the water just starts pouring out into the scorpions below. And of course, the giant crayfish are eventually sucked into the second part of the terrace. And these things, and the scorpions, they're not doing too good. But the crayfish, they eventually start eating the scorpions. And of course, the scorpions drown because they can't swim. They can't breathe underwater. So these crayfish are now eating the scorpions. And the water from the first terrace is out. Nice job.
Is it a glass floor?
It is a glass floor, yeah. It's solid though. I mean, it held all that water.
So if we smash the glass on the next terrace, the formerly dry terrace, it's gonna overflow into where the bottom, because there's already water in the next tier.
Yeah, where the manacores would be. Yeah, exactly.
We don't want to flood that area, so that's as far down as we can go, as far as water goes.
Remember, if you throw a fireball down in there, it's probably going to shatter the glass and flood it. So you got to be careful.
Good point.
So the scorpions, they're pretty much devoured in no time by the crayfish. They're all cut up, and there's pieces of scorpion, floating around all over the place. So I'll delete all of these scorpions. They are taken out of the equation. But yes, it looks like if you were to break the dry aquarium, which is now filled with water, yeah, it does look like it will fill up because the tier below that is full of water. So yeah, it would pour onto the manacores. It definitely would.
And we want to get down through the. I think we want to get down to that door, but I'm not too keen on fighting in water. So I'm gonna walk around the room and see if I can see any kind of drain in that bottom portion as I'm walking around.
Give me a perception check. I'll say DC 10 or so. No, you don't see any. But the manacores, they see you kind of walking around. And Garkin, whereabouts are you walking around? What is the range attack on the manicore?
Well, you said that there was a ledge around the top outer portion, right?
Yes. Yeah, you would have to climb. I mean, if you're going down to the first terrace was where all of the crayfish were, yeah, you would have to climb down into there. But like I said, it's not full of water anymore, and there's like this 10-foot gaping hole that's in the aquarium glass. So
yeah, I'm not too keen on
Wow.
walking on the glass at this point. So my intent was to walk around the outside of the all around and see if I could see anything that would drain. Because I mean, it looks like I should probably be able to see each wall from each side, but you know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
I'm gonna climb down.
Okay, so you climb down, Jared. I'm sorry, Barlin, and yes, you have no problem at all. It is very stable. It doesn't do any kind of shaking or anything like that. So yes, you are down there, and the crayfish are actually coming up to you and clicking, and it seems like they are still hungry. Now,
All right.
and
Can I
it's
cast a
held out of
spell?
the water. What would you like to cast? What would you like to yeah, what would you like to cast?
I'm gonna cast Hex on Manticore 44.
Okay. So you cast Hex on 44, and as you cast Hex on 44 with your bonus action, it turns towards you, and it takes its tail, and it flicks it towards you, and a bunch of long needle-like types of spikes come your way. So I'm behind the glass. Yes, exactly. I am going to basically say that those spikes, they stick into the glass, and there's about 20 needles that land right in front of your face. And you're like, holy crap.
That looks painful.
Now, the Manicore shoots tail spikes at Garkin also. So let me see if these tail spikes hit Garkin. And they don't. Basically, you get your shield up just in time, Garkin, as a whole slew of these long needles, ping, 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 you can just hear them embedding themselves into your shield. Now, as for Dag, you're also in plain view, and Manticore 21 tries to hit you with these tail spikes.
Oh, he will.
You called it. He definitely does. So you're going to take just a little bit of damage. You'll take a total of 6 piercing damage from the tail spike needles, and you just get covered in them. Ow! It's like pulling big old cactus needles out.
When I'm done with this, I'm going to pull those needles out and I'm going to stuff them in my bag.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they're really long barbs. Okay, so what do you guys think? Sorry about that, Garkin.
No problem. After that, I turn to Dag and say, "Okay, hit the bottom tier.
Hang on.
Just above the Manicores."
If you guys will hang on, I can vicious mockery the Manticores to death because all I have to do is see them.
Well, I'm just going to sit down and watch the show.
I don't need line of sight, and I can just vicious mockery them to death. It might take a while.
Oh, well. Before you do that,
Drowning them would probably do the same thing too, right?
you won't get to that door,
It'll
though.
take out some other stuff.
Yeah, but-
well, you know what? Once we drown everything, then we just have to take out the sea lions. No, actually, the crayfish and the sea lions.
The
You
sea
know-
lions are cute and cuddly.
You
They
know,
might attack
Yeah,
one
okay.
another.
I got hit by Manicore
right.
15. I was the first one to get hit by those things. I'm gonna fire a firebolt back just out of spite.
Sure. Go ahead and roll your attack.
And I miss.
Now, I will say this: there was a lot more water. I will say this, Garkin. I will give you this. Now, the top tier, it broke. It fell into the bottom tier. There's a lot more mass worth of water than there is that can hold, that tier 2 can hold. So, a lot of that water has therefore gone down to tier 3, which has caused tier 3 to overflow and go to tier 4. And at one point, the manticore were sloshing around in about ankle deep worth of water. Now, since then, Garkin, you have noticed that there is no more water on the floor. So yes, it looks like it did drain.
Oh, well,
It
there
looked
you
like
go.
it drained slowly. It didn't drain all at once. But yes, because like I said, when that water overflowed to tier 3 and then down to the bottom, yeah, they were in about ankle deep. But now they're no longer in ankle deep water.
Yeah, just fireball the manticores.
Actually,
Glass
yeah, I could do
crash
that.
and yeah.
Well, in that case, are you communicating that to me?
Yeah, if I see the draining, yeah, just fireball them. Let
Yeah.
everything blow up and drain and, whatever.
All right. Wow.
All right, so let's see. Barlin, you're casting Vicious Mockery. You hit it. So how are you guys gonna? Because I mean, you guys can kill these things. Of course, they will be firing back. Let's see. Each one of these. Wow. Yeah. There's yeah. They can use their tail spikes quite a few times. Now, how are you guys going to do this? Do you guys want to just flood it, or do you guys just want to kill the manticores and then flood it, or what do you want to do? Because I've kind of gotten a little bit of mix between what you guys want to do.
Well, what I was saying, if he fireballs down there where the manticores are, the force will probably crack the glass of that tier above it, and that would take care of that. That's my thinking. I don't know.
Maybe and shattered both of them, tier 2 and 3.
And I'm gonna jump down here and hide behind the glass because I saw what those spikes did when they went after Barlin.
Yeah.
So I'm going to stand back up, wry grin on my face. My eyes are going to light up a little bit with a little bit of flame. My hands are going to heat up. And I'm going to grab that fireball, and I'm going to send another one down right into the center, right between 44 and 21. That little empty space there.
Okay. So you're going to hit all three of those. And of course, the concussive force of that blast will break that glass. I mean, you know that that's going to happen anyway. So, okay.
You want me to go and cast? You want me to first? I got to do.
Well, actually, why don't you do the go ahead and let's go ahead and target those 3 manicores, and then you can throw your fireball down in there. You got plenty of range to do that, and plus you can see the point of origin too. So go ahead and control click those 3 manicores.
get in my circle, so I got it all down. I can get everybody I want.
Sure. Well, you don't have to you don't have to do the sea lions and stuff. Because I'm gonna tell you what happens. Just do the manicores. Nice. One of them succeeded, 2 failed. So go ahead and now roll your damage. Okay. So you did 30 or 15 if they were successful. That basically paid them off. Now this is what happens as the fireball explodes. It doesn't come up and break the glass because it looks like there is a chamber under this place. So the blast went out under it, didn't come up. You know what I mean? So it looks like there is more to this.
Oh.
Yeah. So yes, it definitely is it is larger down there. It is not just 10 foot wide. Although you can see the door there at the end, yes. So the manticores, they do take damage, and they're going to fire back on you. All right, so the first one hit. At least these things don't do a lot of damage. But when you get hit every single time, which you are getting hit. Oh boy, and I'm rolling pretty good too. For minimum damage. So you get hit for a total of, wow, you actually get hit for a total of 23. Okay, so now what do you guys want to do? This is the next round, because we're kind of doing this in an abstract way for rounds instead of doing the turn order. Garkin, are you doing anything for this round?
Well, after Dag gets hit, I'm gonna head over there to heal him up. But
okay, so you're basically just gonna dash over there, right?
Yep.
All right, so you can get to about right here for your movement, and that's a dash. Elias, what do you want to do? You're hiding behind the terrace that you're
the
on.
Glass.
Yeah, you're behind that glass.
I want to make my way towards the opening that we have.
Okay. Yeah, that's right in the middle. I'll draw a green line. So there you go.
All right, so I was right by it. So I'm gonna hang there, and just wait and see what happens. Like, you know, if we. So seeing that, I'll tell them just break the other glass. You know, break the other, like, just drop all the water down, let everything meet in the bottom, and see what happens.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
I agree.
Dag, what do you want to do? I'm just kind of going down on the map.
Limp to the back of the back wall.
Limp to the back wall. You could also jump into the. You can also jump into the aquarium here too. I mean, you can see that Barlin didn't get hit by those tail spikes.
That's a good point.
I mean, you got plenty of movement. I mean, you can just use caution and kind of drop down in there, and just as using difficult terrain. So
yeah, I'll do that.
You can kind of lick
right
your
here.
wounds that way.
If I want to fire, I can go back up.
Barlin, how about you?
I want to pop that same manicore again.
Okay. As long as you got line of sight, it doesn't say if there's any kind of transparency between you or anything. So wow, look at that disadvantage. It's failed. All right. So I've already attacked with the. No, I have not attacked with the manticores. The only one that can be attacked that's in the open would be Garkin for this round. So because everybody else is behind the layers of the aquarium glass. So let's see if these things can hit Barlin. The first manicore, wow, actually hits with a 21. Barlin, they snuck it past your shield. You're lightly wounded. The second tail spike attack was horrible. And the final, yeah, look at that, double ones. How about that?
That doesn't happen very often.
Thanks a lot, Dave. I like that.
So
you got hit once. Okay, so we'll go to the next round. So I guess you guys want to break the glass now, right?
I don't.
Yeah, I want to drop them. I want to drop all the water into that bottom chamber and see what happens. You know, that's my plan.
Yeah,
I just don't think a javelin will do it.
Yeah, the second and third tier are now both of those aquariums. The once desert aquarium is now full.
Yeah,
the water did flow down, but
I'm gonna communicate. Let's just break each level as it goes and give it time and see what happens.
Well, I think Dag was saying he didn't want to break it. What's the reasoning behind not wanting to break it? Dag?
Well, I'm on this side. It ain't gonna break all the way around, is it?
Well, I mean, we don't need to target. We don't need to target the level we're at. We could target the.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, go for that.
that-
That's fine. Yeah, I was
that
just
tar-
concerned about the shield that I'm behind right now.
Oh
target
yeah.
the next two. Target the next two levels.
Of course.
Leave the glass that we've got now and on our way and intact, just to try and drop everything into the bottom. I think if we do it too slowly, though, then the water's going to drain away and not kill off the manticores. We need to do it quick.
You're good.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Dag's like, go for it. So yeah, I mean, you can attack the walls. I mean, you've got a 20-foot hole in the wall here from the first terrace. So I mean, technically, you could shoot the side walls and break the glass that way if you wanted to do that.
Oops, I didn't mean to hit that. I was trying to do something else.
That's okay. What were you trying to do, Gark?
I got a hold of my character sheet so I can see if I had any ranged weapons,
Oh.
damage or something.
You found something.
Well, I ain't throwing Shatter Spike at it.
Well,
I know
can
that.
we
I
just
did-
go out
I
a
had some
turn here
arrows.
real quick, and I
Sure.
can just use. I'm just going to take my wand of magic missiles.
Sure, and just blast the
No.
the second tier or where the scorpions used to be.
Hang on, I'm going to draw an arrow.
Yeah, that's plenty of range. I mean, it's only
And the fourth one,
about 7. That's only
What?
about 70 feet or so.
yeah, well,
Yeah, you can definitely do that if you want to use your wand of magic missiles. You can if you want.
so I did 3, 6, 10 points of damage to
Yeah.
that spot there on the glass.
Yep,
Right
water
where
is starting to come out, starting to leak out for you, Barlin. It hasn't
Where the
broken all
sulfur.
the way through, but yes, it is leaking somewhat like the first firebolt that Dag cast really damaged the glass, just like you've damaged that third tier now of glass. Well, the second tier.
And then I'm going to step back behind the glass that's not shattered.
Okay. Who else wants to help shatter the glass? Anyone else? Garkin, do you want to move down?
Elias, you've got a crossbow.
Yeah, I
on
could
you now.
use. Yeah, I could
I'll
use my bow.
I'll jump down now. I want to heal Dag some. So
Okay, yeah, you can go down there. You definitely have plenty of movement where you can get down there and heal Dag. And we'll say that, Elias, you also shoot your crossbow. And go ahead and roll damage for me. Because you got plenty of range on that crossbow also. So, and I'm not
Yeah,
going
I'm
to
gonna
make you
hit where
roll
he
it
hit.
to hit
Let's
or
see,
anything.
Crossbow actions.
You can take your time and aim. Yeah, another 10. The glass breaks. Another 10 foot wide hole. The water pours out, and so do the giant crayfish. They go inside of the tank with the sea lions, and the sea lions, now they're going crazy, and they are eating the giant crayfish. So now it looks like the crayfish are being ate by the sea lions. And the water drains, basically, that aquarium was already full. So all of that water, that entire second tier goes into the bottom terrace, and it just fills that place up. Probably, I would say the manticores are, I would say they're treading water right now. Because of the volume of water that has gone down in there. Yes, what is your idea?
Hang on a second.
Good idea. I like how they're doing this. Really good idea.
Can I get to where we broke the hole in the top tier
Yeah.
with my movement?
Let's see, 10, 20. Yeah, with a dash, you could. Yeah. It would be exactly 60 feet to get to the hole, or 50 feet if you want to, be on the side right here.
But I couldn't take an action.
Sure. What do you want to do?
Lightning bolt.
To what?
Oh, the problem is I'm on an upper tier. I can't angle it down, can I?
Sure, why not? Why not? You can look over. I mean, what are you doing? Shooting the final glass wall?
No, I was trying to shoot straight down in the middle of the mana core when they're sitting in water with lightning. I don't think that's going to work because I have to shoot through so much stuff.
It's got to be straight, and yeah.
Never mind.
So hit the glass with a firebolt.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can angle and hit the glass over here. Yeah, just go ahead and roll damage on that. Wow. Yeah, that's such a great firebolt that with one shot, your firebolt breaks the glass of the final aquarium where the Aten crayfish. Well, I'd say half of the crayfish are probably 8 by this point. So I'm going to take half of the crayfish out. The sea lions are just they're feasting basically. And the sea lions are now down in here, and the water basically fills up to where it doesn't even really flow anymore into, and now the manticore, they're all right kind of on the same level, kind of floating there. And the manticores, they're floating. They're trying to stay above water so they can't get any tail attacks or anything on you. And the sea lions, they're still tearing up the crayfish. So they're eventually gone. So
anybody fancy some crayfish?
Yeah, right. Now, as about 30 seconds or so go by, you can see that the level of the water is going down slowly. So after, a couple 5 minutes or so, this terrace is actually empty and the water is going down into the bottom pit. And now the manticores are eating the sea lions now.
All right, so we have 2 dry levels above them, right?
Yeah. There's you can get down via this route. Oops. You can get down here, and then you can kind of walk around safely and then get down over here to the south. God damn it. Gotta mark that down. I gotta take that out of the video now. Down here to the south. There's another area here. And where did you break the final layer of glass? Is it around this area here or something from the side?
Right up by Manicore 15.
Okay. So there's another hole there. Yeah, right where I drew the green line. So yeah, you guys can take a minute or so and avoid all of the jagged glass and not cut yourself all to heck. And you can basically be at the hole right above where the manticore are. That's if you guys want to do that. And I'll kind of move you guys down here. I think you need to put your mic down, Jared. J-Dog, sorry.
It's all good, man.
So the sea lions are gone. They're just ripped to shreds. And now you've got these manticore down there. 3 manticore. And as you guys are making your way down, you know that the water's draining. It takes about 15 minutes to drain. And the manticore are there. The manticore are just pacing back and forth, looking at you, hiding behind the wall. And they're just waiting for you to come down. And they're like kind of scraping their claws on the ground and whatnot.
All right, so all the water's drained out.
Correct.
All right.
All right, guys, you ready to jump down and take them on? Well, I have to
We
jump down
could-
'cause I gotta get into melee combat with them.
Let's hit them with what we have with the range first, and then go down.
You know, I want to try something I've not done in a long time.
All right.
I want to do a level 2 magic missile.
Whoa!
Nice.
Say it ain't so.
Why don't you guys roll
Yeah.
initiative first? Let's go ahead and roll initiative, and we'll get you guys in the tracker.
Ooh, a whole 10.
Better than Barlin's 5. Okay, so let's do this now systematically. All right. So you're standing out there in the wide open, right, Elias? Because that's where the broken glass is.
That whole line. All right, sure.
Yes. No, I mean, if you wanted to be hiding behind there, yes, I would.
I thought the opening was like the point, so I was gonna be like at the edge of the glass.
Yeah, that's pretty much where you would be. Yeah, sort of like where Dag is.
Although
on the other side.
21 has a easy line of sight on me though.
Yeah, 21's going to get he's going to get a partial. You're going to get cover anyway, so I'm giving you pretty much 3/4 cover, which is -5. So we'll see if the tail spike hits you, and it doesn't. It's a horrible roll. This Manicore doesn't have any attack on anyone. Now, Elias, it's your turn.
All right, so all I'm gonna do is
We'll probably just
my
attack
map's
and
going
move.
crazy. Okay, I'm gonna
I mean, they
move
could
out.
inevitably
Get a
kill
better
them
shot. Do any of them look more hurt than others? Oh yeah, I guess I can. Just hold on.
Anyway. Yeah,
I'm
it
gonna
looks
hit
like 2 of
21.
them are-
I'm gonna hit 21 with my crossbow.
Sure, all of them are heavily wounded. So
All right, hold on. Let's see. Crossbow light. So I'm just gonna attack 21 with it. Okay, that's terrible. And then move back.
All right. So we'll say that. All right, Manicore is going to get the same type of negative modifier because of cover on Dag. So
Oh, he'll hit.
I don't know. He's going to have -5, but he hit even with even with -5. All right, he hits for 5. Let's go to Garkin. What's Garkin doing? Garkin just jumping down in there. Tally ho.
Yeah, that's the plan. But I need to
All right.
remove my targets. I can't see the map, so I can't do that.
Oh. Yeah. Bummer, you can't see it. Still can't see it?
Yeah, I'll get this error thing, and it'll just like somebody's holding the enter button down, and like 50 or 60 errors just pop up and scroll the screen past me.
Yeah, take a couple of
Mine's different
screenshots.
now.
If you guys could take some screenshots of those errors and email those into me, and I'll find out what's going on with them.
I just copied and pasted into into your text into Discord.
Okay. Into the channel?
No, I sent you a message and I did copy clipboard as an option in the error, and then
Okay.
I just Control V'd it in a message to you in
Okay.
Discord.
All right. So let's see. Garkin, if you want to jump down onto the floor, you got movement. That's up to you. You'll be right in the middle of 3, so it's up to you if you want to do that or not.
I can pick whichever. Well, yeah, no, I'm gonna jump down, but Dave, I'm gonna be using that warhammer that we got from that hammer that we got from the.
Okay.
And I'm so tired.
Let's see.
The vampire.
Yeah.
and
I
it's
think
not
it
my
is.
story.
Yeah, I need to put it inside of that. So give me 1 second and I'll get the item. I should have done that already. I was going to, but unfortunately I did not.
Yeah, I'm not sure what it does or what benefits it has because
You can still use it though, you know? And
That's my
Fantasy Grounds will recognize it and add any kind of bonuses or negative modifiers or anything like that if need be. Now, of course you won't see them, but I will, if there are any. Okay.
It's a thunderous hammer of backstabbing.
Yeah, it is. Plus 27. Okay. Oh, that's why. I was wondering why. Never mind. What a dummy. All right. So I've got that added to your sheet now. And it's equipped.
Nice.
So it will pop up. It says Dwarven Battle Hammer.
All right.
All right. So you equip the hammer that you got. It is called Whelm. You know that much. And let's see. You jump down into the pit with the scorpions. Well, with the manticores. You're in the middle of 3 of them now. So can you see the tokens at all?
No, but I can use the combat tracker.
Sure. Let's see.
15's to the north of you.
Yeah, you can hit 15 would be or you can move in one more and hit 44. You can you can't hit 21. You'd have to hit either 15 or 44.
Well, I'm going to hit the one closest to me because
15.
I don't want to take any opportunity attacks.
Yeah. Yeah, just go ahead and drop it in the combat tracker. You can do 15. And you swing and you miss. Wow.
All right, so I'm going to use my second attack then.
Yeah. $17 is a nice solid hit with the Dwarvish
All right,
Battle Hammer.
And a prayer to Torm, and I'm going to use Divine Smite. Sorry, with the first level spell.
All right, so you do a total of 13 bludgeoning and radiant damage to it. It is critically wounded now. All right, so I'll pass it to Dag. You are up now. As Garkin jumps headfirst into the lion's den, the Manicore's den. Sorry about that.
I'm actually going to go ahead and shoot Manicore 21, or can I? If I do Magic Missile?
Yeah, automatic hit. Yeah, sure, you can do that. You can reach around the glass and say, I shoot magic missile at you. Poof, poof, poof. Sure.
Level 2.
All right. Ooh, 4 orbs, 4 darts. Nice. 5 and 8. 13. Ooh, and 18. Second level spell. 18 damage. It's still up. It's critical now also. All right,
Barlin, you're up.
All right. I'm going to pop Manicore 44 with another Vicious Mockery.
Okay. It failed. 4 damage. And disadvantage on attacks. Take any movement you want to?
No, I'm good.
Okay. Manticore. It's going to move in. It's going to move in for the kill. It's going to try to attack Garkin. Ooh.
Yep.
It's going to go claw, bite on you. First claw is a 22, which is a hit. You take 5 slashing damage. Second claw attack is a miss.